is a video response contest entry to Flipping the Nerd's annual Halloween contest. Yes. I'll put a link to his channel as well as the contest video down below. It is extended to November 15th, so get your entry in right away. Well, what he wants to get, entry into the contest is a, fun Halloween story. Well, I don't know that I have too many, but I will tell you one from when I was a youngin'. See, as you get older, you expand your trick-or-treating area further and further. It starts off, maybe you go to the neighbors only, and then you start doing your own street, and then you start doing your own street and the adjacent street, and then before you know it, you're doing several streets, and then as you get much older, you start doing entire subdivisions. Well, when I was, probably just on the cusp of not being able to trick-or-treat anymore, I decided to expand it considerably. Now, I didn't have rollerblades or anything like that, so this was done all on foot with a lot of running and going, and there were a lot of houses participating back then, so it took some time. But the rule of law was always you could trick-or-treat until 10 o'clock, or, until all the houses, lights were off and pumpkins were blown out, right? So we did our subdivision. It wasn't a huge subdivision, but it was big enough. And then we started doing the next subdivision, and then that subdivision sort of progressed out until we were like, you know what? Let's start doing the stores here. Most of the houses are, kind of shut down, but a lot of these stores are still open. And so, it wasn't too late. I think it was before 9 at this point. So we hit up all the, stores and such. We had hit a few of the previous years that were in our subdivision, and surprisingly enough, if they're open, some of them do give out candy. And so we decided, we're in a new subdivision. We're going to try and hit up the stores there. And we hit up a few, nobody was giving out candy. So we kept going and hitting up stores and houses and houses, and it got, past 10 o'clock, and we're like, we still want more candy, we want more candy, we aren't tired yet. Well, it's past 10 o'clock, the rules state no more houses. It's not a written rule, but it's a rule that you should follow. And so we knew that there was one more sort of mini mall that was close by. And yes, we knew most of the stores were probably going to be closed, but you never know. It's Halloween. Let's go check. So we went there on our way back home. And yes, as was expected, the stores were pretty much closed. But there was a bar. Bars don't close at 10. In fact, they generally just start getting going. So, yep. We decided to not pass up that opportunity, and we went to the bar to trick-or-treat. Of course, this bar had never had trick-or-treaters in the, decades of years that it has been open, so they were quite surprised, but instead of turning us away, because they didn't have candy or anything like that, they got a real laugh out of this, I think there was 3 or 4 of us who came in, and they're like, oh my god, we've never had trick-or-treaters before, this is awesome. So, in true Canadian fashion, they said, sit down at the bar, we've got something for you. And we were like, okay. Well, that something took a little while, because they proceeded to bring out poutine for everybody. So yes, I went trick-or-treating and actually got poutine. I didn't put it in my bag. We ate it at the bar. But, you know, after all that trick-or-treating, I was actually quite hungry, so it was quite a nice change. And, you know, they gave us drinks and all that kind of stuff. Non-alcoholic, obviously. We weren't of age, but... yes, it was quite an interesting Halloween to come to a bar and instead of getting, you know, candy or just the general, you know, because we have hit bars in the past where they're like, well, we're not giving anything away. And they just send you on your way. No, this one was... Tickled Pig, they gave us poutine. Yes. It was quite tasty, too. I do remember that. And I think we had sodas, pops. Soda pop. To drink. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it was good. I think they had peanuts on it. You see, they used to be able to have peanuts and stuff. I think they had peanuts or pretzels on the bar, and that's what they were giving us at first. We were like, okay, whatever. We don't have anything else to do. We get this free drink that we're drinking, and we're getting this, and then we didn't know the poutine was coming, but it ended up showing up. So that was quite the year, I have to say. I was quite surprised to have that happen. Again, we didn't know if it was going to happen again because, like I said, this was, you know, on the cusp of, you know, you should be trick-or-treating or not trick-or-treating. So, there you go. There is my interesting Halloween story of one of the most interesting things I ever got for Halloween. Yes. So, check out Flipping the Nerds channel down below. Get in on the contest, and good luck. Until next video, take care. Have a good one.